We're back. We're back and we're live.
We're live. Yep.
So we're live on Instagram right now, guys. Make sure you guys check it out. We're live. So with that said, bro, we're another week. Hopefully, C gets here, man. He's supposed to be here, so we just have his empty chair here.
Yeah, he's stuck in traffic right now.
He's stuck in traffic.
He'll be here, though.
He'll be here.
Hopefully.
So with that said, bro, let him know where we're at, man.
Welcome to the HoldEm Podcast.
Man, I'm a little shaky on this one, but I'm gonna do the disclose statement, right?
Yeah.
This is an opinion-based podcast. It's an opinion. We do not discriminate upon anybody's beliefs, religion, what is it?
Political
views, or anybody. You know what I mean? We're just sharing our opinion, and it's because we're getting to that point where we're gonna be talking about the Olympics, bro. The Olympics are coming.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about some serious stuff. And for the record, sometimes we don't agree all the time.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes we don't agree all the time. So, yeah. We're good. We don't agree. And with that said, bro, let's talk about the Olympic politics. We have two different topics that involve politics in the IOC.
It's a big subject right now.
It's a big subject, bro.
Yeah.
And this one popped off, which is transgender athletes okay to participate in Olympic Games. Now, I'm okay with anybody being who they want to be, whatever orientation they want to be, whatever they feel like being. I'm okay 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought at first I was going to be like, oh, you know what, man? If they feel like they're women, they should compete, you know. If they feel like men and want to compete in women's sports, it's okay, you know, that's what the way they feel. But once you start looking into the whole... Like, which I do, bro. Once you guys send me the topic, I start looking into details and going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And it changed my way of thinking, bro. It changed the way I see this whole aspect of transgender individuals playing for different sports, right? So let's start with the one that we're talking about. And it's not new, bro, because I thought this was going to be the first time the IOC did something.
Yeah.
Actually... transgenders have been allowed to compete in the Olympic Games since 2015. Mm-hmm. So that's something that the Olympic Games already had, you know, projected on doing. But it just happened that nobody was trying to participate in any of the sports till this Olympics.
So that's why it's a big deal.
Right now, that's why it's a big deal.
Because when the IOC approved of it,
there was nobody trying.
Everyone was like, "Hey, LGBT community."
Right.
You know?
Everybody was supportive. Everybody was supportive. You know what I mean? And now it's here.
Yeah.
Now we have it in front of us. So I think that's why a lot of people are talking about it. And now it gets us to talk about it, bro.
Let's talk about it.
Whether it's good or bad. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's do this. So you were right. There was a weightlifter who was biologically a man, but is now going to compete as a woman in the Olympic Games. As a power lifter or weightlifter, you know what I mean? Now, this is where it took me on the rabbit hole, right? Because we love going to the gym. We love to talk about athletes like when the whole home run era was going on in baseball, right? What were we saying? Oh, all those guys are on steroids, right?
Oh, okay.
All those guys are on steroids.
Yeah.
And the way I got into it, you know, and the way I got into this, a lot of them were, bro. But what does a steroid do?
A steroid, it enhances your performance.
It can make you stronger. It can make you stronger, but it also makes you create more testosterone.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
So that's where it took me to the rabbit hole that we're talking about, bro.
It does a lot of other.
There's a lot of side effects that I'm not saying. Okay, but what I'm trying to get to is testosterone. That's what it creates. Testosterone.
Definitely.
Right? More testosterone. Now, us as men, we have testosterone. That's what we create.
Just
testosterone. Naturally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Women create estrogen.
Yeah.
Which is only for reproduction.
Yeah.
Not to create more muscle, not to do anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that alone is what made me kind of change my way of thinking in regards to transgender athletes being in the Olympic Games.
It's just not fair, man.
It's not fair. Exactly. That's what they said. It's not fair. It's not fair because yeah, I understand you relate to yourself more as a woman. You know what I mean? But you don't have estrogen. You know what I mean? You have testosterone. You're gonna naturally be a lot stronger than female athletes.
Yeah.
We were just listening to somebody that I guess a nation was already implementing it, right? Where now they have sprinters that were men. I don't know what the video that we were listening to.
Oh, okay.
It was a country that already used like transgender sprinters, and they already beat women by a lot. You know what I mean? Because they were competing against other women.
Yeah, I think it was a country in Europe. Where the women were actually doing like steroids and stuff like.
Yeah, they were trying to do steroids to keep up with the right. So, I think and like I said, it's just our opinion. I'm not trying to sound not sensitive to the topic. I mean, I'm very sensitive. I mean, like I said, if you feel like you're a woman, more power to you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying do not feel that way. You know, I'm okay with that. But when it comes to this, then you start breaking it down like, whoa. So are they going to do something where they knock down all the testosterone from the person? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out like if we're playing devil's advocate, right?
Okay, double down.
Double down. I'm gonna double down right now, bro.
Okay, there you go.
I'm gonna double down, bro, right now.
There you go, double down.
Let's double down.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm doubling down. Are they gonna create something where this transgender athletes are gonna, if they're male, right? If they're male, that they're gonna have to take something where it knocks down their testosterone?
That's never gonna happen.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. So it could become an equal playing field against the women. You know what I mean? Because obviously the women don't have testosterone. Or are you gonna give, like you said, that country in Europe that was giving some? Well, not the country, but the athletes were taking steroids. To perform. So are you gonna give steroids to the women so they could be in an equal playing field?
Well, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people that are in professional sports and in the Olympics that do, if they're not doing steroids, they're doing performance enhancing drugs.
PEDs.
Yeah, PEDs. And a lot of us, like, we just don't know about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You hear about people getting caught all the time and stuff like that. So, you know, I feel like it's not fair for transgenders to or especially like someone that used to be a male, now identifying as a woman, competing in women's sports. You know, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's right. Just remember, this is just my opinion too.
Right.
And because I mean, you got to think about everyone else. You know, like think of it like this. Like, let's say if I had a daughter, and I brought her up in the powerlifting, right, since she was young, and I've been training her for hours. You know what I mean? And you know, I train her to go to the Olympics, and then this transgender guy just comes over and just dominates. Just based off his natural testosterone and his natural ability, just, you know.
Yeah.
But he identifies as a woman. So, you know, it's just not fair to me, man. You know?
Or let's do this. Let's do boxing.
Okay.
It's a contact sport, boxing, right? You've been an amateur fighter for all your career, and you were as a boy, but now you had, like you said, you identify as a woman, so now you become a professional woman boxer. Now, are you gonna go against women? You know what I mean? And I think that this is where some of the people were talking about like, actually, I think there's a fighter in MMA that used to be a man, and now he's fighting as, well, he was born biologically a man, and now he relates himself as a woman, and he's fighting women, and he's hurting on women.
No, that's just illegal.
But that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I mean. I mean, it sucks to say, bro. It sucks to say that, but it's like, I mean, naturally we're gonna be. And maybe there's women that are stronger than me. Maybe there's women that are stronger than you, bro.
Hey,
but
there are some women that can beat some dudes up.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, let's just say, okay, on a scale from, you have 10 women, right? How many are going to put a licking on me and you? Like, whoop us, you know what I mean?
Oh, like, what are the chances?
What are the chances?
Well, it depends, you know, how big and how strong they are. What's the girl from next Friday? Baby D.
Oh damn! Okay. Let's say one Baby D and then okay.
Baby D, yeah, she might have some hands.
She might rack us up.
Some hands, yeah.
She rack us up.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, hypothetically. 1 out of 9, right?
Yeah. 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. Mm-hmm. 1 out of 10. So what I'm trying to say is, there is an upper hand, when a man is competing against women. You know what I mean? That's why they don't even allow it. Because, I mean, where are they going to stop? Are they going to stop by saying, well, we saw all that movie, the movie that Johnny Knoxville made, remember, The Ringer?
Yeah.
What's stopping somebody from saying, well, right now I feel like I'm a woman, so I'm going to compete in women's sports. And then all of a sudden they start going to the Olympics. But then they come back and they're like, oh, you know what? I no longer feel like I'm a woman. You know what I mean? Now I'm back to being a man. So, it could happen, bro. It could happen where somebody just rings it so they could get an Olympic medal.
That's true. And I feel like a lot of people are doing that now.
You think so?
I think so. And but it comes down to the people, too. And the people are to blame because you can't just blame the athlete.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm not. And you know what? Maybe we're making a big thing when it shouldn't be about the athlete, right? Mm-hmm. Like you said, it shouldn't be about the athlete. It should be about the people behind the whole system, right?
The people who's in charge and
the people who are in charge, or the people that are creating the movement. Mm-hmm. Because let's be honest, I'm pretty sure if you're transgender, you didn't say I want to go to the Olympic Games, or you know what I mean? Like somebody had to create that idea, right? Mm-hmm. Or maybe they did, But the people that are behind it sometimes are the people that are really responsible for this. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to push an agenda on somebody. Now, like we said, I'm not opposed to if you feel like you're a woman, you're a woman. If you feel like you're a man now, like if you're a woman and you're born a woman and you feel like you're a man, I'm okay with you. That's you. That's who you relate to. That's what you relate to. If you're a man, then now, or if you have always felt like you're a woman, that's who you are. But I think when it comes to a competition, there has to be some type of way to even the playing field. You know what I mean? Because there's a reason why isn't it this transgender? Let's say okay, and I'm okay. You're okay to go to the Olympic Games, but participate with the man. Mm-hmm. You're a man. We're gonna give you the opportunity to go to the Olympic Games as a transgender female, but you're gonna compete with the man. You know what I mean? And hopefully you get a medal with the man because biologically you create testosterone. You know what I mean?
So are you saying that's how it should be?
It should be. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you relate, you're transgender.
Yeah.
And you want to go to the Olympic Games, and you're as a man. I'm biologically I'm a man, okay. But I want to compete in the Olympics as a female.
Okay.
But I'm not going to allow you to compete with the females because obviously you're going to be able to lift more. Yeah, biologically you create it's going to give you more muscle than women.
Yeah.
Compete with the man.
Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate.
If you get a medal, you get to say, you know what, this is a victory for the transgender community. But go ahead, play devil's advocate.
I'm going to play devil's advocate and double down.
Oh, shit, you're doubling down again, bro.
Okay.
Double down.
So I feel like we should embrace transgenders in sports.
Right.
But I feel like they should have their own separate league with transgenders only. You know what I mean?
Okay. But do you think somebody's going to say, and I'm just looking at the other way, somebody's going to say, we're segregating. Is somebody going to say that?
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. So and I see what... And
I don't think it's segregation, but I just think it's fair.
You're going by the fairness, equality.
Yeah. Generally speaking, yeah, I think it's
like, I think I agree with you, bro. I think like it should be something that people are like, okay, you know what? Let's make it even mm-hmm. Steven. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let's make it where, or if we could create something biologically or any chemical, they'll like suppress the testosterone. You know what I mean? You have to, bro. You have to because what I'm saying
whatever's
is
fair.
Whatever makes it fair.
Whatever makes it
fair.
So
let's say if they were to, and now I'm gonna double down with you, bro.
All right.
Okay.
Damn,
here we go, bro.
All my chips.
Okay. So if science creates something that could drop the testosterone level mm-hmm. down to the same levels as it wouldn't be, but 0. Let's just go 0, right? Mm-hmm. Where you're equally to a female mm-hmm. Athlete, you're okay with them competing now. Think about that one.
I'm not okay with it.
You're not okay.
Yeah.
But you think it wouldn't be an equal playing field?
No.
Why? You already dropped.
Because men are naturally stronger than females, and
but you don't think if you drop the testosterone and you bring up the asterisk?
I mean, I still don't think it's fair, man.
No, you think that even though the estrogen levels will be up, no?
Yeah, I still think it's unfair.
It's still unfair. So to you,
to my opinion, yeah.
To your opinion,
yeah.
Do they need to compete in the Olympic Games?
Yeah. Like I said, I think we should embrace transgenders competing in sports, but have them in a separate league for transgenders.
So you're saying let's have a special weightlifting or powerlifting for just transgenders?
Yeah.
Let's go to there's another athlete that's going as an alternative, as a cyclist, right? Mm-hmm. So you're saying that as a cyclist competition, we know when they go around the oval, so they should have one just especially for transgenders too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they should,
okay.
But here's the issue with that. I just feel like there's not enough transgenders to compete in sports like that. Now, this is kind of a new thing.
Right.
Where we're starting to see a lot of transgenders, in sports like powerlifting, wrestling, like you said, UFC.
Right. Well, not
cycling.
UFC, MMA. I don't know if
MMA,
I didn't know if it was your UFC.
Yeah, so, but I feel like something like this is probably going to get a lot more transgenders to join and to compete in sports like this.
Right.
But them competing in the Olympics, like against females, with them being biological males, and now they're identifying as females, I don't think that's fair. I feel like they should have their own separate league. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah.
Now, and right now we're just talking about a biological man that feels like he's a woman now. You know what I mean? Who he's a transgender. He's a woman now, right? Or she's a woman. What about if it was the opposite way? Because we haven't seen that where a female, biological female, wants to compete with the man.
With the man, yeah. But
would you be opposed to that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
it's just not fair.
It's not fair because let's say we go to track and field. Obviously, the men are gonna be a lot faster, right?
Yeah.
Than
history, stats prove it. Men are just naturally faster because of what you said, the testosterone, and yeah, men are naturally bigger than the average female.
I'm gonna give you a quote, and guys, like I said, right now we are just giving you guys our opinion. You know what I mean? We are not experts. We're not trying to play the expert part, but I mean, it was something that popped off, and we wanted to talk about because, and you guys will know why we're talking about this because we want, like you said, we want fairness. If you're gonna be like this, be like this all across the way. To the IOC. We're not talking about society. We're talking about the IOC, okay?
Specifically.
Yeah.
This is the IOC's fault.
This is the IOC. So, so we're talking about this. But Caitlyn Jenner, who is a transgender advocate, right? Mm-hmm. I'm quoting. It's a question of fairness. That's why I oppose biological boys competing in female sports. That was a statement that she made 5/21/21. That was May 21st, 21st.
I agree with that statement.
And that's their biggest advocate. That's one of their biggest voices, you know. And she's saying that it's not fair.
Yeah.
And we're talking about fairness, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about fairness and how this is not really fair, you know. But it doesn't mean that we're opposed to it. I mean, we're for it. You know, you got to do what you got to do. But I think if the IOC is saying okay to this, are we done with this topic? Because I'm going to bring the other one that's hot, bro.
Oh, let's talk about double standards, man.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So the reason why we brought this is because Sha'Carri Richardson was suspended from the Olympics. Well, actually, she was suspended. She could have still gone to do the 4x100, right?
Oh, the 4x1?
The 4x1, right?
Yeah.
But because she tested positive for THC. So let's do this.
Wow.
Okay. So the IOC is trying to be this entity that is being fair, that is being progressive, that is being with the times. If we're being with the times, man, come on, man. Marijuana is no longer illegal in a lot of states. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's used as recreational now in certain states. This and that. You're jamming up an athlete that has been competing and killing it. Sprints. You know what I mean? She's killing it because she tested positive for THC,
a non-performance enhancing drug.
Right?
Yes.
She
it's not
can.
fair.
She cannot. I mean, track and field athletes. Their goal is the Olympic Games.
Mm-hmm.
That's their ultimate goal, bro. I mean, you don't say like I remember like people that I used to see go do track and field. I didn't like say, hey, bro, what are you gonna do after? I'm gonna go to the 100-meter fucking league. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna go to the baton fucking league. There's no leagues for them, guys. Nah. They just compete in the Olympics and the Pan Am Games. That's it.
Because that's the highest level.
That's the highest level for them.
Definitely.
And you are actually pushing this athlete out because she tested positive for THC. So this is what we're saying. We're just trying to keep it fair, man. If you're going to be fair for everybody across the way, IOC.
And another point about that, because you said how cannabis is starting to become legal in a lot of states in the U.S., but even though it's still illegal in a lot of other parts of the world internationally, think about transgenders. There's other countries that if they find out you're a transgender, you can get murdered.
Yeah.
Or you could go to jail.
That was one of our first episodes.
Yeah.
We talked about that. Some parts of the Middle East, if you're transgender, they kidnap you. I remember the one of our guests sharing a story of one of her transgender friends in the Middle East that Qatar. They kidnapped her and forced her to become a man again. So we're talking about, okay, yeah, you're right, bro. You just made the connection, bro. Yeah. Okay. And in those countries, it's illegal to smoke marijuana, to have drinks, too. So we're being progressive, but we're being counterproductive over here. We're saying, no way, dude. We could do transgenders in the Olympics, but we can't do
weed.
We can't do some weed. We can't do some weed. We can't do some cannabis. We can't do some THC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think hopefully now everybody that's watching us is picking up on that, man. It's not about we're against transgenders being in the Olympics, but if you're gonna have that push for that, let's have the push of equality when it comes to other athletes. I mean, is weed gonna make me faster, bro? You mean?
Like I said, it's a non-performance enhancing drug.
So I'm not gonna be faster if I smoke weed, right?
I mean, I don't know.
I could be probably slower.
I'm not gonna be.
I'm probably gonna be slower, right?
Yeah, most likely. I mean, like, you never know. I don't know.
I mean, there is no facts that says if I smoke weed, I'm gonna be a lot faster, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be high, dog. I'm gonna be high. I'm gonna be stoned. I'm probably gonna keep on fouling out every time. I'm gonna think I hear the gun and I'm gonna bam.
I'm gonna think I'm winning the whole time.
Yeah, dude. You're gonna be. You ever seen the episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when he's running and he's thinking, "Oh man, I'm just kicking ass. I'm kicking ass." Bam! They fucking hit him with the football, bro. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like that, bro. It's gonna be where you're so slow that you're not, cohesive. Slow reflexes and everything, bro. So I don't know why the IOC thinks that THC is gonna harm the Olympic Games, bro. And I mean.
Oh, okay. So why do you think they would do something like that? Why do you think they would approve of transgenders performing and competing at such a high level, but you can't smoke weed and then compete at a high level?
I think, and I don't know if it's taboo, bro, because if transgender is no longer a taboo, why is marijuana smoking a taboo? I'm just saying. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, if transgenders in the IOC's eye is no longer a taboo, then how is it that marijuana is still a taboo for the IOC? They should be, if anything, they should be more open to it, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
They should be more open to it. They should be allowed to, like, be using it and stuff. But I mean, I don't think that people should be held behind because of that. Oh, damn, dog.
Hey, we got a special guest.
The electric bike's in the house, guys.
So we got Gilligan on the show today.
All right, he's coming in, guys. We do have. Let's see if we could get C to give his own opinion, dude. Right now.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Let's see if he gives us.
Have a seat, see. We missed you.
We missed you, bro. We're almost halfway out, dog.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Matter of fact, you could deal.
You could deal for that.
You could deal.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
What's going on?
Welcome to C's here, man. He's been we're live. He's on vacation.
All right, what's happening?
He's been on vacation, but he's here now. Okay, so what we're talking about is, and you're probably gonna pick up on it, bro. It's fairness, right? It's fairness.
Yeah.
And what we're saying is, how the IOC is allowing transgender athletes to compete in the Olympic Games, but this is not brand new, bro. Because once I did the research for it, they've been allowing them since 2015. Just no transgender athletes had popped off till this year.
So
all right,
they had allowed it.
It
didn't happen
till now.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So that's why everybody's talking about it, right?
Yeah.
So we're saying, okay, you're allowing, and it's actually men trying to compete in women's sport, right? We don't have it the other. It hasn't been the other way around. But we were talking about how men produce testosterone. You know what I mean? Which helps you create muscle naturally. You know what I mean? So I said, and let's see if by let's just say scientists create a pill, bro, a pill that could eliminate testosterone in transgender athletes. Would you be okay with them still competing with women?
Okay, so to my knowledge, these people that are transgender that went from male to female are already taking those pills to reduce their testosterone levels.
I'm saying to eliminate.
Well, they can't eliminate it completely because also female athletes do take testosterone boosters for some stuff. That's a thing. Yeah. So the big thing that I feel like is kind of like what makes things unfair, it's like, yo, what if this guy went through puberty, was like a linebacker,
right,
developed these muscles and then decided to transition.
Right.
Which, that's great. That's what he wants to be. That's how he identifies himself. But technically, he's already developed that structure, that muscle memory, that frame that a normal female athlete wouldn't have developed.
Right.
So it's not fair.
So it's not fair.
So it's not fair because of that. Even though they say that, yes, the testosterone levels are now equal to a female's chemical balance and blah, blah, blah.
That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. But, I mean, I feel like if you already, you guys know this, man. You guys were athletes when you were younger.
Right.
You know that you're in better shape than your friends that were not athletes when they were younger. So I feel like it's going to be the same thing.
And okay, so let's now double down, bro. Tell him about your league. See if he agrees with the league.
What league?
The transgender league that you said that you want.
Oh yeah. So what I was saying is that I think that they should have a league
of their own.
Yeah.
Where it's just transgenders athletes competing.
I mean, I see what you're saying, like in fairness.
Yeah.
But I think it's segregation.
I think for a lot of these people, they don't want to be identified as transgender. They want to be identified as just the other.
That's who they are.
Yeah, like they're not. They don't go transgender to be considered transgender. They want to be considered the opposite sex.
Okay. So you brought something. So okay, now in your opinion, do you feel that they should be competing?
See, man, it's really tough.
Right.
I could see where these people on these panels they're in a tough situation because you don't want to take away somebody's dreams to compete and represent for their country, and all that stuff. But also you want to make it fair for everybody else.
Okay.
And so I think more studies need to be done
before
it's approved.
I think more studies need to be done before it's approved to really see how this works because who knows? I mean, maybe going through that procedure has such an effect on your body where it does damage and break down all of that stuff, where you're actually at a disadvantage.
Right.
So who knows? I mean,
and we're prejudging.
Exactly.
All right.
So I think more research needs to be done. I think the whole transgender and all of these procedures, and I know that we don't know all the correct terminology for it, but I think it's still a fairly new process.
Right.
So I think it's kind of early in the stages to do it, but yeah, I think it's a tricky situation.
And what we were saying, the reason why we got into this conversation was because of this. Sha'Carri Richardson gets bounced off of the Olympics because she tested positive for THC.
Yeah.
So how is it that we're being fair to society by allowing transgenders to compete, But we ain't letting her because she tested positive for marijuana, dude.
So here's the thing. I'm 100% for cannabis.
Right.
You guys know this. Everybody who knows me knows this. I'm 100% pro cannabis.
Is it going to make me faster, bro, because you're so pro?
So let me make this clear, though. I think she fucked up.
Why?
And she shouldn't have done it.
Okay.
Think about where the Olympics are being held.
Japan.
Okay. Which countries have some of the strictest laws against drug? China, Japan, all these places. So just because in the U.S. we're being progressive and lifting up these bans on cannabis, a majority of the other states countries don't have these laws. So if you took a poll of all of the countries that are participating in the Olympics and a majority of them are anti-cannabis, then of course you're playing in the Olympics. That's a global thing. You're not playing in the U.S.
Let's double down.
Double down. Devil's advocate. Double down.
Bro. Double down on you,
Okay.
bro, right now. So what about the countries that have issues with
transgenders? Because
we had
a guest
show
to talk about this.
And see, that's the thing, man. There's a difference between what you're transitioning your body to do and what we consider recreational and legal. Okay, it's like, for example, like you can't show up to the Olympic game drunk. Like you can't show up to compete drunk. They're not going to let you. Right. There's some drug policies in place.
Right.
And I think that we really do take how free cannabis is in the United States. Like you can casually be walking down the street smoking. You can talk to your friends about smoking even if they don't smoke. Your elderly people, your parents, your old uncles might know you smoke and they don't judge you for it.
Shit, my pets do CBD.
Yeah, exactly. Like our pets are doped up, you know?
Right.
So it's like, but in other countries, this is a big no.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a big no. But we also know countries transgender is a big no, bro.
Yeah,
well, and also
huge
too,
no.
A huge
and also
no.
Too, some countries are much more relaxed on the steroids. A lot of other countries are more relaxed on the steroids.
Think about that.
So it's kind of the same thing. It's a performance enhancer, but technically, since it doesn't matter what their country's stance is on steroids, it's what the Olympic panel stance is on steroids.
That's what we're saying. So, and that's what I'm saying. Is it fair, bro? That's what we're saying. Is the IOC being fair? Because think about it like this. Yeah, she had THC in her system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the time she gets to her competition, she probably still has the whatever the THC levels in there. You know what I mean? But by the time she's out, it's not like she's gonna smoke over there, bro.
Here's the thing, man. I think she was careless to begin with, bro. If you know you're gonna get drug tested, don't act like none of your homies were ever on probation and they had to go piss in the cup.
Yeah.
You knew. Okay, hey, next week I might have to go piss in a cup. Yeah. If I'm smoking right now, I'm gonna take a quick little detox, and boom, like I'll be good. And she got sloppy with it, and that's to me where it's kind of like.
But she did have a legitimate reason why she got sloppy, bro.
No, well, yeah.
Her biological mom passed away, and she didn't find out from her family. She finds out from a reporter.
Yeah, I mean,
how's that gonna mess you up?
Here's the thing: we all have personal issues, man. Like I think at the end of the day, an athlete of her level should be more disciplined.
Yeah.
So you're okay with her not going to the Olympics?
I think it's a harsh punishment.
So I kind of agree with him on the punishment being way too extreme, but at the same time, with her status, she should, and her just knowing that she's a role model and she's representing the U.S., around the world, she should be more responsible. Just to know, like, all right, I'm gonna get tested for weed.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously illegal around the world.
Like,
you know
seriously,
what I'm saying?
all she has to do is go to a smoke shop and buy a detox pill or a drink and drink it, and she would have been good.
Yeah.
But how do we know that she didn't get tested right after the meet?
Unless she took a hit and then pissed in the cup the same second, like, she would have been fine, man. Especially someone who's an athlete, like their bodies like flush stuff out so fast. Like she should have been fine. So it really, to me, it's almost like it was careless.
Okay.
And I think the punishment is harsh, though. I think that's really harsh. I think we're gonna start to see more of this going on, as cannabis is being more open in the U.S.
Wait, we're gonna see
and
more
in other of athletes getting busted for cannabis.
Oh,
you know, other countries are starting to follow in those steps. So I think they wanted to make an example of her because it was such a high profile. Like right now, athlete? Cannabis is such a high profile topic.
But she's also a high profile.
And she's a high profile athlete, exactly. Yeah. So I think they wanted to make an example of her until they figure out what they're doing. Because, yes, where she did it was legally, but she's representing the U.S. And in the U.S., cannabis is still federally legal. She's representing the U.S., so technically in the U.S., it's federally legal.
Okay, now let's get back to my question. Is it fair, bro? Is it fair for transgenders to come in, and is it fair for her to be suspended like that? I'm just trying to do. I'm trying to do fairness on both.
I'm gonna say, I don't think it's fair right now for the transgender because we don't have enough data to know how that actually affects. Or maybe the data is there and educate me. I don't know.
Educate everybody.
Yeah, educate everybody on it.
Right.
But to me, if you're telling me that somebody who was a man transition to female is gonna go do powerlifting, I'm gonna expect that person to be a beast.
Right.
You know,
and it's gonna be a gold. It's gonna be a gold medal.
Yeah, it's
guaranteed.
Gonna be a gold medal.
Okay.
Like boom.
All right. Now you said it right. It's unfair. With Sha'Carri, you're saying it's unfair or fair?
He said it was a harsh punishment.
I'm saying it was a harsh punishment.
But is it fair? I'm saying it, and the punishment is there, bro. I'm saying is it fair or unfair?
If you look at it, if you want to look at it in just black or white,
it's fair, right?
It's technically fair.
Okay.
But so is a lot of shit that I don't agree with.
Oh, there you go, bro. Okay, what is yours? Forrest, come on.
I'm gonna say it's unfair.
Both of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say both of them.
Both of them unfair.
It's unfair. But the only thing is like, so I thought of a solution with the transgenders like having their own league, but with Sha'Carri's Richardson's case, like I'm trying to understand both sides. I still think it's unfair as far as her punishment, but at the same time, she should, she should just be a little bit more responsible and just kind of just being aware of like what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Just knowing who she is and what she represents.
Yeah.
I feel like she should have known a little bit better. And it's like, yeah, man.
Should have known, man.
Yeah. But you guys are cutting her Olympic career, dog.
No,
Come on, man.
Hey, look. Aside of the Olympics, she's still the fastest woman in the world. Like, you know what I mean?
You know
no
what?
One's gonna deny that.
Maybe here's the thing, man. Let's look at it this way. What if she would have gone to the Olympics and not performed and not won, right?
Right.
She could be like a Kaepernick, where Kaepernick didn't really have an NFL career. I don't care how much of a fan you are of him. As a football player, he didn't really have a successful career.
Right.
But he's going to go down in history because of everything else he did. The advocacy.
Yeah.
The situation that he put the league in, right? So maybe she's going to go down in history for what's going to be coming forward with cannabis and other athletes. Yeah. So
I get it.
So she might still be, hey, she might be the most known Olympic athlete that never competed in the Olympics.
Right. Probably.
That's
yeah.
a good point.
I got you.
That's a good point.
There you go, guys. See? All right, man. Deal them up, dog. Deal them up.
Let's deal them up.
Let's see.
This guy's already doubling up over here. You super doubled up, bro.
Well, you guys went all the sides.
You
got to double down, bro.
You have to double down, bro.
Every time you play
devil's advocate, you got to double down, bro.
All right. I'm there.
Oh, shit. Let's see what we got.
Looked at this.
All right.
So what else we got?
Well, we just got that, bro. We just wanted to talk about that.
Shit, we got the
playoffs. And also rest in peace.
Bismarcky. Rest
Bismarcky,
in peace.
man.
Bismarcky,
Come on,
man. That's
50,
wild.
Hey, it's wild, though, right?
Yo, diabetes, bro. It's no joke.
Diabetes?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you guys gotta watch what you eat, man. Stay healthy, man.
I've had a few family friends of mine, and I mean, diabetes is pretty common in my family.
Yeah, my family too.
Like, like my grandfather beat cancer twice and died from his diabetes. You know? So it's a serious thing. And we've had people that we went to school with that we were close with that passed away like at 27.
Mm-hmm. From like diabetes.
Induced coma.
Induced coma.
Yeah. And it runs in my family too.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
And I have two family friends of mine that passed away in the last 2 years from diabetes. And one of them, lost his sight like at 35.
Damn.
The other one was almost to that point where their vision was gone also. So it's crazy. You really, and it's also sometimes not even like, yes, your diet has a lot to do with it, but
it's also genetics.
It's also the genetics.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't know if you guys have seen all that information. I wish I would have like looked it up before, but the U.S. has the highest cost for insulin.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yo, like, how are you gonna be taxing so much on something that other countries are producing for dollars?
Bro, but medicine right here is the most taxable commodity. It's business, bro. Business. That's a whole topic on its own, bro.
That is another topic.
But yeah, no,
we could get into that.
We could get into that.
Yeah,
you missed some good ones, bro. He missed, he missed the ones that he wanted.
I know you guys were talking about UFOs.
Now you
want to talk about it.
I was up in Utah.
He saw
which is the place for a lot of UFO sightings, right? So I was at a place where there was like dinosaur tracks on the floor, and we had like a local. He was actually a Navajo. Who was from that land? He was talking to us about like explaining everything, and I was like, hey man, I was like, I hear you guys see a lot of stuff out here. He's like, oh yeah, when I was 5 years old, I saw my first UFO, and he started going into the stories and stuff.
Bro.
And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Hey, okay.
We already said, bro, we're gonna have another. We have to have about 2 to 3 episodes just on UFOs.
I'll tell you off camera.
All right, man. So everybody's checking?
Yeah,
I'll check. Yeah.
All right. Looking like something right
looking
there.
Like something good.
Something not good.
Oh, there you go, bro.
All right.
I'm gonna fold them.
You gonna fold them?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's 2 weeks in a row, bro. You lose.
Damn.
It's a dealer, man. Shoot.
It's the dealer. Oh,
there you go.
I wasn't here last week. The deal. All right.
Who's gonna win, guys?
That opens up another door now.
It did, bro. It did. Well, you tell me, bro. I'll just go 2 stacks.
2 stacks? All right, I'll call it.
You call it? You ready?
What you got?
Pair of 8s with the king high.
Pair of 8s?
You better have something, dog.
I got a pair of 7s with the ace high.
Yeah, got him.
I was hoping for another diamond.
Winner, chicken dinner, dog.
Hey, I like the shirt, by the way, man.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
It's old.
It's clean.
Good. All right, guys. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. And remember, it's an opinionated show, so this is all our opinions. No, we're not trying to give you guys
facts. Jump in the comments.
Yeah, and our opinions.
Talk about the league over here. This guy having his own leagues and shit, great leagues.
And our opinions are not set in stone too,
right?
You know?
No, that's what I'm saying. You know, you switched this guy's mind, dog. All of a sudden,
I did
switched a little bit on his mind.
I showed up for like 2 minutes and I messed up everything.
I'm still strong on my opinion, but I mean, this
guy.
guy.
You didn't switch up because we were talking about it before the podcast.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, I'm good. But like I said, man, if you want, whatever you want to feel like, I mean, go for it, man. If you want to feel like you're a woman, be a woman. You know what I mean? If you feel like you're a man and you're a woman, I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. You know, we're good with you guys. We're just trying to make it fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right? So peace.